Welcome students. Subject Mathematics to Standard 9. Chapter number 2 Parallel Lines. Revision. In the earlier standard we have learnt about parallel lines and transversal. Let's revise it once again. Coplanar lines which do not intersect each other are called as parallel lines. Line A and line B are in the plane E, but they do not intersect. Line A is parallel to line B. Let us do an activity. Observe this window. The horizontal bars in the window are parallel lines. Place a stick here, the horizontal bar. If the bars are parallel lines, the stick becomes the transversal. Can you identify how many angles are formed? Good. 12 angles are formed by the transversal on the parallel lines. Let us study the angles formed by two lines and the transversal. Lines N intersect the two lines L and M in the two distinct points A and B. Line N become the transversal, become the line L and M. The angles formed in the point A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. Similarly, the angles formed in the point B are angle E, angle F, angle G, angle H. Here, how many angles are formed? 8 angles are formed. Now let us study the corresponding angles. They are 1. Angle A and angle E. 2. Angle B and angle F. 3. Angle D and angle H. 4. Angle C and angle G. Now let us study the pair of alternate angles. Alternate angles are two types: alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. There are two pairs of alternate interior angles. Pairs of alternate interior angles: 1. Angle D and angle F. 2. Angle C and angle E. Pairs of alternate exterior angles: 1. Angle A and angle G. 2. Angle B and angle H. Can you see the angles formed the left side of the parallel lines? Interior angles: 1. Angle D and angle S. Can you see the one pair of interior angle? Very good. Angle C and angle F are also interior angles formed from the right side of the transversal. Important properties with the help of some examples. 1. When two lines are intersects, the pair of opposite angles formed are congruent. For example, line L and line M intersect each other the point O. Angle X and angle Y are the opposite angles formed by both the lines. Therefore, angle X is congruent to angle Y, and also angle W is congruent to angle Z. 2. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. Example, angle ABC and angle ABD are forms in a linear pair. Angle ABC plus angle ABD is equal to 180 degree. That means supplementary. 3. When one pair of corresponding angles is congruent, then all the remaining pair of corresponding angles are congruent. Example, in the given figure, line L and M is a parallel line and N is the transversal. Here, angle Q is congruent to angle V Angle R is congruent to angle W. Angle P is congruent to angle Z. And S is congruent to angle U. Here, what can you see about the line L and M? The lines L and M are congruent to parallel lines. 4. When one pair of alternate angle is congruent, then all the remaining pair of alternate angles are congruent. In the given figure, line N is the transversal that intersecting the line L and M. According to the property, angle R is congruent to angle U and angle S is congruent to angle V. Now the exterior angle Q is congruent to angle Z and angle P is congruent to angle W. Now what can you say about this line? Line L and line M are parallel. Now they are said to be line L parallel to line M. Point number 5. Now, when one pair of interior angle on the one side of the transversal is supplementary, then the other pair of interior angle is also supplementary. For example, look at the figure. Now, line L and M are parallel and N is the transversal in two distinct points. Now, angle S plus angle U is equal to 180 degree, supplementary. Now, angle R plus angle V is equal to 180 degree. So, both the angles are interior angle. Now, what you will say? You will say line L and M are called as parallel lines. Thank you.